Voting no.
Mr. Mastrangelo?
I'm going to agree with Mr. Capodanno and Mr. Cohn regarding this. We were talking at the last meeting, I mentioned this. I said, yeah, people have legitimate concerns, file an open request, absolutely. But if you think some of this is a political, I guess you were born on Mars. Okay, so I'm voting yes.
Mr. Carabelli?
In light of the fact that
Mr. Rocco.
Steve. Hamilton Township Facebook page is still censored illegally. I asked you about that at the town hall meeting. Do we have an answer on that?
Mr. Brown, we had talked about you taking a look at Mr. Burbage's opinion on the censoring or alleged censoring of the town's Facebook page. We had talked about that a few weeks ago when we met in your office.
You know what, that I did not do.
so when someone goes onto the township Facebook page, they're not able to see comments by other members of the public. They're only able to see comments by those who they are friends with on Facebook.
Correct.
And the issue is that if it's going to be an open exchange, everyone should be able to see everyone's comments.
And Mr. Burbidge, you done a memo on this?
I don't know if, I think they did a memo, or Mr. Darvis maybe.
I think there is a memo.
I think there is a, yeah.
I'll take a look.
I think we got like this November or December of last year.
Somehow that slipped through the cracks. It's on the Facebook page?
Yes.
Yes.
It's been addressed at council meetings all the time. I mean, you guys, every single day you guys are doing that, you're breaking the law. You're violating the First Amendment, you're violating New Jersey Constitution and United States Constitution.
I'm going to look into it. It's that you can only see friends.
Yeah, Mr. Burbidge was of the opinion because it's content neutral that it's permitted, if I remember his opinion correctly. Something like that.
I think so, yeah. I don't really know.
Well, every day you're violating the law. Why can't you guys just create an ordinance to stop this? I mean, they have the 2,000 most used English words that you can't say. So if you say the, it blocks you from being able to even put it out there, violating everybody's rights. How many lawsuits have we had for OPRA?
How many lawsuits?
How many lawsuits?
From when?
Let's say this year.
I don't have it. I would say there's 6, but I'm not positive.
So you're violating the law then.
What do you
Because
mean?
every time you get sued, you're violating the law.
Mr. Ballot, you talking in the mic.
Oh. That's your opinion.
Well, you're getting sued, right?
Lots of people are sued, and it doesn't mean that somebody broke a law.
Has anybody lost?
There's been settlements and things like that, so I don't know.
Yeah, so you settled because you're in the wrong. OPRA is the law. They must have a legal reason to even ask for an extension. When I got my extension today, there's no legal reason. Having many requests or not enough staff members isn't a legal reason. I'd also like someone in the council to explain which requests are political and who determines that.
You'd like to ask anybody on the
I'd
council?
like to ask Ralph because he stated that.
About political?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say.
Which ones are political?
Which ones?
Yeah.
How about the anonymous ones that come in that probably...
That's legal.
It's legal by law.
Please, from the audience.
So how can you tell?
Probably about 40% of them that come in.
How can you tell which ones are political?
How can you tell?
Yeah.
Well, you research who's involved. There's a lot of
Whoa, whoa, we're researching who's involved in the OPRA requests?
Please, from the audience.
You're the same guy that called me a name last time. Why don't you talk to somebody else?
You're a council member, and you're saying that it's a political reason, and you're investigating people that are submitting OPRA requests anonymously?
I'll just say, consider the source sometimes.
All right, Mr. Rocco.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You can bring it up for a second time if you'd like.
I will.
Anybody else for a first or second time? Tammy.
Tammy Duff.
Mr. Clegg.
Steve Clegg, Wolfpack Road. I was actually just getting ready to leave, but I have some very serious concerns about Mr. Mastrangelo's last comments. As I've said, all of my OPRA requests seem to have a lot more
I
focused.
wasn't talking about you. It was a specific
I know what you're saying.
individual
I know
that
what
called
you-
me a jerk off one of the meetings.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Called me that.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
look at you. Yeah, big tough guy. Look at
I
you.
don't care about
So
that.
anyway, this is the same guy that was thrown out of motor vehicles for going in there.
I wasn't
harassing
going out of
people,
anywhere.
And then he
I-
tries to sue.
I
So
did
now
not come up here to
that's
listen
basically
to
what
your
I'm talking about.
personal gripe.
All right, all right.
I didn't come up here to...
Wait.
All right. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So what I'm talking about is the concerted effort to resist providing records that are asked for, and more focus put on finding out who's requesting them and why. And you alluded to that directly. You said, and I want to know...
No, I said sometimes you consider the source, is what I said.
You said...
But I said people put legitimate concerns out there. Don't twist my words. I said
I'm not
people have
twisting.
legitimate concerns, okay, and there's no problem with that. But there are definitely people that are just
Yeah, and
trying
I'm
to type the
getting, and I'm
government.
getting to that. You said about 40% of the OPRA requests you think are political. How many OPRA requests have you reviewed, and why?
This is secondhand information from the clerks. Listen, what are you laughing at?
So you don't even know. You made a statement that you think
I
they're political.
asked a particular question, and that was the answer that I got.
Wow. You stated, when you were asked, how do you know these requests are political? And you said about 40% of them are because you can tell. So you didn't review any OPRA requests. Is that your statement now?
Well, I know council has gotten OPRA requests of our
Yes,
emails and
but
things like that.
he's alluding to 40% of the OPRA requests coming in are political in nature. So how many have you reviewed?
You made your point, Steve.
But I didn't get an answer.
Well, let's just move on. Can we just, you made your point.
Well, I haven't, because for the past year, like I've said, my OPRA requests meet a lot of resistance for nothing. And the first one a few years ago resulted in an unmarked police car parked outside my house. So now I want to know why so many people are interested in who's submitting the OPRA request instead of providing the records asked for. And now you've just implicated yourself in saying you're looking at these OPRA requests, and I want to know how many you reviewed.
Thank you, Detective.
How many have you reviewed, and why? Are you afraid to answer?
Not afraid to answer.
Then answer.
No, they don't.
Then answer.
Thank you, Mr. Clegg.
Exactly. You cannot request information from certain people and get an answer. And that's the whole point of the OPRA request. And that's the whole
Like
point.
I said, some people
that
had legitimate concerns and they filed OPRA requests, but not everybody that's filed has legitimate concerns.
Who's making that determination?
Mr. Clegg, thank you. Dan, you had your hand up.
Dan Aubrey, 92 Marshall Avenue. Just following on that, there was a remark that you said you looked at them. I heard something to that effect. So I think maybe go back and check that. This is, I mean, it is worth for people to explore about the OPRA request. And if they're not being manipulated, fine. If they are, that's not fine. But the point is to get it all out in the open. And as I said before, we need some clarity, really clarity, just open it up. Interesting, the talk on the trampolines, that is